All right, Coach Snyder. We'll open up for questions for Coach. Start here on the right side with Gabe.
Coach, how do you feel Nick Harvey did when he came into the game in place of Victor Davis?
He did good. He did some good things. You know, there's things that Nick's really good at right now, some things he's got to get better at. And, you know, I have to know when he's in the game and stay away from some of the things that he's not as good at yet. Well, you know, Nick's very, very smooth, got a lot of confidence. Feel very comfortable putting him in man-type situations. But some of the run support stuff, he's still a little bit of ways away from.
Here in the middle, Sam.
Mark, how do you feel the defense handled not having Mastro out there?
You know, it was different, obviously. You know, he's the quarterback of our defense, and you got a true frosh, you know, trying to run it. And, you know, Josh got baptized a little bit, and but that should help him in the future, you know.
Here in the middle on the left side, Cease.
So, Mark, interim coach, how do you prepare for – they've had a week off. What are you looking for?
Another team with another week off before us and a new coach. It'll be interesting. It'll be a game of adjustments. We'll see if they stick with what they do, or are they going to tweak it a little bit. They've had 2 weeks to do some different things. You know, I'm investigating Rossley a little bit, and I know that he's been put on staff. And so, you know, there'll be some adjusting going on through the first quarter, no doubt about that.
Go back to Sam here in the middle right.
No, there's been a lot of talk about it, but was there a moment that, whether it's on the practice field or walking around, that validated in your mind what Myles Garrett could do on the field?
That came more from practice. You know, that's about halfway through camp. And, again, you didn't really know until we got to South Carolina. And I saw that guy was just the offensive lineman, SEC lineman of the week, the guy that Myles was going against. So it was kind of a gradual process. You know, he's still a work in progress. He's still got a lot of work to do. But, boy, is he talented.
In the back left seated, Joe.
Coach, what was the biggest plus and or minus that you took away from the game?
Well, you know, I thought we really wanted to work on our scramble rules. You know, the first 2 weeks we were not very good when the quarterback got out of the pocket. We were turning people loose. I thought that was much, much better. And I thought the kids bared down. When the ball got to the red zone and the field shrunk, that was really good to see. Blow up a little bit.
Right here in front, Brent.
So if you're investigating Tom Rossley a little bit, does that mean you're watching Texas A&M tape from 2008 to 11?
No.
What does that mean then in terms of looking into him a little bit?
Well, just what he did when he was there. He was there before at SMU. Is that correct? Yeah. So, you know, there's some guys that was on his staff that I'm really tight with. And so, well, you know, just to get an idea. Who knows what we're going to get, Brent? We got no idea. But at least I like to have some kind of semblance of, hey, this is what he's done in his past. Can they get that done in 2 weeks? You know, that's for me to determine, so forth and so on.
Here seated on the left, Suzanne.
Mark, on your rush defense on tape, did it take a step back or did it grade out okay against Rice?
No, you know, I think that we need to be more physical. We need to press at the linebacker position a little bit more, and we need to run our feet, get off blocks, and tackle, knock people backwards. You know, the one guy I saw doing that was Ivan. He was one guy that I saw knocking people back, gotten a lot of third and shorts. And as you look at it, third and medium and third and long was over 70% again, which is outstanding. But we had 8 third and shorts. That's hard. You know, it's hard to get off the field when you're letting them get the 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2. And credit Rice. I mean, they were patient. David was patient and kept doing what he does. So it was a good experience for us, trust me, to get that many runs. And in that kind of offense, I think that'll do nothing but help us down the road as we get in to the west side of the SEC.
Standing in the back.
Coach, what does being able to have Jackson, a mobile quarterback for Rice, how does that help you in the future with other quarterbacks you're going to see on the schedule?
Yeah, I mean, you know, anytime you face a guy that has some wheels that can run the ball from the quarterback position creates problems for a defense. We've seen that around here for 2 years with Johnny. It's a problem. It's problematic, and it was good to see that. When things break down, again, we were really emphasizing staying in coverage, not coming out of coverage. And, again, by doing that, we opened up some running lanes for him to get some yards running the football.
Here in the middle, Cease.
Mark, going into the season, we talked before about your depth. Unfortunately, you've had a lot of guys get hurt, and you've had to use a lot of that depth. After 3 games, how do you grade that depth? Where do you feel you are?
We're still a work in progress, you know. We're going to have to settle in a little bit on what the rotation's got to be, but until we get people back, that's going to be hard to do. We got to get everybody back. We got a pretty good feel who those guys are going to be, I feel really good up front. I mean, we're able to stay fresh. That's really, really encouraging. I love seeing those freshman D linemen run out there, not necessarily with what they're doing during the play, but their enthusiasm, their energy, their love for the game is contagious. I love it.
Here in front, Brent.
On the opposite end of that, and then I'll have a follow as well, is how inspiring has Ivan Robinson's play been in terms of where he came from and the fact that he's even getting minutes for y'all?
No doubt. You know, Ivan's been really good. You know, he was great during the game. He's a guy that's over there talking to those young guys about, hey, look at who he's looking at. If he's looking down at you, he's getting ready to cut you. I mean, it was really good to see him engage with those young guys and then go out and give us quality minutes and make some plays for us.
This is more of a question from fandom. I think it's one that's out there a lot. In terms of Jay Arnold's playing time, what figures into that in terms of how many minutes he gets?
Got to get Jay more on the field, no doubt about it. I agree with that. You know, there's going to be, you know, again, once we get into this rotation and we go against the Arkansas of the world and that, we're going to have to do some things with Ivan that's going to increase Jay's role, if that makes sense.
A couple more for Coach Snyder. On the right, Gabe.
Are you going into this week, Mark, prepared to have Mastro and Washington, one or the other? What
Yeah, we'll see. I'll know more after today. I'll have a lot better feel, you know, after today's practice.
We'll wrap it up right here with Sam.
What were some of the conversations I guess you guys had with Victor after a little bit of a struggle he had the other night, and also what have you felt he's played through the first 3 games?
I thought he's played well. You know, he's putting stuff on tape, and that's the thing he's got to understand as a young guy. When you put stuff on tape, double moves, he wouldn't get hurt in the South Carolina game because Miles sacked the quarterback. Miles didn't sack the quarterback the last couple of weeks on them double moves. So when you put things on tape, you have to understand that until you stop that, you're going to continue to get that. And I think he got the point.
All right. Thanks, Coach Snyder.
All right, thank you.